Hey guys, it's Matt, and this session picks up right where our last one left off, with how not to recruit on Facebook, or rather, how to keep relationships first and recruiting second. Used properly, Facebook can be an effective way to promote jobs, but your first priority should be to engage existing drivers. With that goal, let's discuss 2 more ways to keep Facebook relational, and then we'll shift gears to discuss how it can help you recruit. Now, our 4th way to keep Facebook relational is to make it upbeat.
I thought this was a party. Let's dance!
Okay, you don't have to go completely footloose and fancy-free, but this is social media. It's meant to be a good time, and the more you make it fun, the more your people will want to take part. A great way to start is to celebrate your employees' anniversaries, awards, and milestones. And be sure to schedule these into your regular content calendar. Now, one company we've found that does this well is Nussbaum Transportation. And whenever they upgrade a driver's vehicle, they post a picture of the person next to the new truck, along with positive messages from several people. Now check out this example from July 1st. There's the driver, Johnny, with his truck, and messages from 4 different people about his outstanding work. Now this is exactly the kind of acknowledgement we should be giving to good drivers. Any company can do this. Another way to stay upbeat is to edutain. What? Edutain, to educate and entertain. Share some content that makes people smarter and makes them smile at the same time. Of course, there's no better example than the recruiting sessions. A final way to keep your content upbeat is to keep it brief. Even if you're linking to a long article or video, limit the post itself to 100 characters so people can read and share it quickly. Now, all right, those are some of the ways to make the conversation upbeat. But what happens when it takes a downturn? When it goes from positive to negative? Well, that's when you've got to take some advice from the Beatles.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better.
That's right. You've got to make it better. And sometimes that'll mean warding off a troll. You know trolls, right? Not the mythical cave-dwelling kind, but the real live internet kind. People who get online just to argue and say nasty things. You'll have to block and delete some of them. But other times, you'll get a hard question or even a complaint from one of your drivers. And if it's valid, you shouldn't ignore or delete it. You have to respond. Now, that doesn't mean you should carry on the whole conversation publicly. Depending on the sensitivity, you might simply acknowledge the person's concern and then say, let's continue this discussion offline. But then you or the appropriate person has to have that offline conversation. Now, that can be uncomfortable, but here's the truth. Drivers are already talking about your company. Wouldn't you rather join the discussion to hear about the issues directly and help resolve them? The more you do, the more you'll gain a reputation for taking employees' concerns seriously. And that's something people look for in an employer. Now that wraps up our 5 ways for making Facebook relational. And it also brings us back around to where we started, recruiting.
The circle is now complete.
Once we're using Facebook to engage current drivers, we'll have a page that's worth visiting and appealing to other drivers. And from there, we can start promoting our jobs. The main way to do that is through Facebook ads. Now, you're probably familiar with them, but if not, here are a few examples straight from Facebook. Now, these ads are mixed right into the post from your friends and pages you follow. So as you scroll through your news feed, you're guaranteed to see them. That's true whether you're on mobile or desktop. So ads get good visibility on Facebook. You might even say that there are lots of reasons to like Facebook advertising. Like. You see what I did there? But there truly are lots of reasons to like Facebook advertising, and I'm going to give you 3 of them. First, you're likely to find an ad to meet any objective.
There's an app for just about anything, only on the iPhone.
iPhone has an app for just about anything, and Facebook has an ad for just about anything. Want to post and promote a specific job? There's an ad for that. Want to raise awareness of your page and company? There's an ad for that too. Want to send drivers to a landing page? There's an ad for that. And there are several more to meet other objectives. So you can choose those that best support your goals. Now that's one reason to like Facebook advertising, but a second is its arrow-like precision in targeting an audience. Facebook lets you squarely hit your target audience, whether you're aiming at a particular place or a group of people. You can choose the location down to the zip code or city, and you can select people based on their demographics or interest. Demographics include profile information like age, education, and line of work. And interests are based on someone's posts and friends and the pages they like and ads they click. Now put this all together and you have, at the very least, the ability to reach current drivers who meet your age requirement and live where you're hiring. Now that's a pretty good reason to like Facebook advertising. But one more reason is that your budget will like it too.
I have $1. That's all I have $1. $1.
Now, you could set your ad budget as low as $1 a day. Not that that's a smart move or that I'm recommending it. As with any advertising, you won't get far without a real budget. But I just want you to understand that Facebook doesn't require you to pony up a bunch of cash. They'll let you spend as little as you like and stop anytime. You also decide how your budget is spent. In most cases, you have the choice of getting charged per click or per 1,000 impressions. An impression is just when your ad appears in someone's news feed. So then you might ask, what decides whether my ad shows up in someone's news feed? Well, the answer depends on a combination of your objective, audience, and budget. And Facebook uses an auction process that's very similar to the Google ad auction we explained back in session 7. It bids your budget against that of other advertisers trying to reach the same audience. And money isn't the only deciding factor. The auction also evaluates the relevance of your ad for the audience you've chosen. So as with all advertising, making quality ads, choosing the right audience, and setting the right budget are all important ingredients for success. Now that's a simplified explanation, but you can learn more at facebook.com/business. And if you'd like some help, we'd be glad to offer it here at Ramsey. Now that wraps up our discussion and this session. Above everything else we've covered, remember this. Put relationships first on Facebook, and recruiting will follow. Until next time, I'm Matt.